wife's only brother, Johnny, he was only 19, and he was in the Royal Regiment and had been a year fighting in Holland and wounded twice. And he was killed on the 4th of April, 1945. The war was over on the 8th of May. And when the notice would come that a person, a son or a daughter, was killed, Hollywood plays it up, but what actually happened was the local dignitary, either a mayor or someone, would get the notice, and they had pretty well knew everybody that was in the area, and they would, like for instance, when Johnny was killed, the telegram came to the mayor of New Toronto, and he knew that Johnny's father was working at Anaconda Brass in New Toronto. He went and got him and told him that his son had been killed. And then they came home, and my wife was living in their home. We didn't have a place to live, and we had a little son, Jim, only 17 months old, and the mayor and her father came through the door and told her that her brother had been killed. But one of the things that sometimes we're blessed with, Jimmy, our son, was only a baby, and he softened the blow of the loss of their son. I was at sea, and we got mail when we came into port. The mail would come aboard, and we would get it, and I got a letter saying that Johnny had been killed. I found it extremely difficult when I was discharged from the Navy. I came home alive. Their son didn't. So I don't care how you read it, but there's got to be some, I don't want to use the word resentment, but there's some feeling that why him and not our son, you know. And so you live through those things. It's part of living, you know. It's nobody said it was going to be easy. And when they came back from the war, nobody talked about the war. People were fed up with war. They didn't want to hear anymore. I never had anything. Well, it took me a good year to get my head straight. You know, the services, they clothe you, they feed you, they train you, and their job is to go out and kill. That's the hard facts. And every bit of your being is channeled into that. And when that's taken away, nobody's looking after you. Nobody is clothing you anymore. You have to find your way. And in a world that says, I don't care about your war, post-traumatic stress syndrome. There was no such a thing after World War II. You come home and you had to make your way. And it takes you a while to get that out of your head and start to channel your thoughts into making your life. And some people can do it very easily, and other people, it hurts like hell.